Hey everybody, it's Lloyd Fernandez here. Thanks for joining me. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And if you're a subscriber, thanks for watching again. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. All right, so in this video, it is entitled, Be a Conversation Starter, right? This is for your real estate agents out there, any entrepreneurs, any salesmen out there watching or subscribe to my channel. And if you're new, like I said, you need to subscribe because this is the channel you want to be subscribed to. All right, so being a conversation starter is very important, right? It could apply in so many areas of life. Absolutely. I mean, man, we could sit here and point it in so many different directions, but the direction I want to bring it to, because of what my channel is about, is for you guys out there, any new agents or even seasoned agents or whoever, anybody in sales, entrepreneur, anything like that, and you could benefit from it in other areas in your life. Not every area, but in other areas of your life as well. So be a conversation starter. You want to be able to go up to strangers and be able to awkwardly start a conversation with them, right? You want to be able to kind of like small talk. And if you're a salesman or a new agent, you don't necessarily want to just right off the bat hit them with your angle or hit them with, hey, I'm trying to, you know anybody looking to buy or sell houses. I mean, that comes off ungenuine and it could be annoying and it can make somebody feel uncomfortable. You do not want to do that. You want to connect with a person, especially with a stranger. If you're gonna, like, if you're door knocking and you're out there banging doors and you're saying, hey, I'm in the neighborhood, this is a hot market, or I got a listing, or whatever your script is for that, that's different, okay? I'm not talking about door knocking. I'm talking about starting up conversations with strangers. So for instance, like in a store, you might be in line waiting to pay for your item, whatever your purchase is, and you have somebody in front of you or behind you or whatever. And you maybe want to start a conversation with them because of, you want to be, if you're in sales or you're a real estate agent, you want to be able to speak to people and build constant relationships so people can relate to you and feel like, hey, I know that guy, right? The reason you want that is because the more people that feel like that about you, oh, I know that guy, yeah. When they do find out, or when they are thinking about real estate, hopefully they're going to think of you. That's the whole point of it. So if you're in a store and you're in line, this is just an example. So this happens to me. This happened to me in the store, waiting in line, and you have somebody there and you notice they might have an item in their hands that you are familiar with, or you bought yourself, or whatever it could relate to. It could relate to so many things. You could say something to them like, oh, hey, yeah, I used that. It's good. You're gonna like it. Or, oh yeah, I'll use that. I don't think it's good. You should really rethink of what your purchase is. I mean, you can say whatever, and they'll be like, oh, why you say that? Or they could say, oh yeah, you did like it. If hopefully they continue the conversation. If the person says, oh yeah, I'm buying it, blasey blasey, you can keep going along like, yeah, it worked out good for me. You don't want to just, you don't want to even, sometimes you don't even have to mention that you're you're a real estate agent or this or that. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just want to build rapport with people. Obviously, you're thinking about it. You want to be more known for what you're doing, but that doesn't mean you always have to throw it right off the bat, right? And sometimes you do. Sometimes it's good too, and sometimes you got to kind of know which angle you should go in. So that person is talking about, you end up talking about the item that they're purchasing. Let's say, I don't know, let's say it's a phone, and you're like, hey, yeah, that's a good phone. I had that phone, or I have that phone, blasey blasey. And then if it comes around and they come around and some way, somehow you could throw in there that you're a real estate agent, yes, but don't just come out of nowhere with it. And if they don't continue the conversation, like after you say that to them, and then they say something back, and then you say something back, and they don't continue it, then just leave it alone. You don't want to be weird and awkward, right? You don't want to like push. Like, that's weird. Like, nobody wants somebody doing that. I wouldn't want anybody doing that. I'm like, this dude's weird. So, you just test the waters with them. Say, oh yeah, that's nice. It's a good phone. Well, yeah, I had a good experience with it. Oh yeah, I'm buying it for my wife, my husband, my son, my daughter, and you say, oh yeah, they're gonna like it. I have my son actually, or whatever you can relate. My mom has that. Two, yeah, is it a gift? Is it a birthday gift? Or they're like, no, it's just a natural. Oh, okay, yeah, that's a big purchase. He's gonna be happy. He's gonna be a lucky person. You keep the conversation flowing. Try to get to know that person, and then if there's any way somehow you could throw in there what you do for a living, because you're obviously a salesman, on awkwardly and appropriately, that there's a reason, something came up that would pertain to you bringing that up, then bring it up. If not, just let it go. And the reason you do this on a regular basis, I'm not saying you should do this every single time you're in the store. Don't take anything I say so dramatic. So I'm saying you do this, you know what I mean? When you feel like it, when you're feeling good and you want to do this, you do it. I'm not saying do it every single time. I mean, if you do, you do. That's good too. But if you don't feel like it, then don't. You know what I'm saying? Don't obligate yourself. But you do need to, as a salesperson, as a new real estate agent, you do need to start coming out your shell and starting conversations with strangers. I mean, it really helps a lot. And that was just an example in a store. You can use this at, so many examples. There's so many places you could do this at. There's so many times in our lives that we're somewhere and we're around strangers. And if usually people are nice. I mean, if you do get somebody that's a jerk and they're just like, leave them alone. Don't push the issue. I mean, you said whatever, they didn't answer you, then just leave it there. Like, that it. I'm not going to continue to talk to you after you're not replying and it was just a simple, nice little gesture. But most of the time, people are nice, and they'll say something in return. Oh, yeah, you notice, like, wow, people really speak to people. It's just, initially, people who don't know how to break that ice with other people. And unfortunately, especially nowadays with, technology and social media, people are really not good at communication and not good at breaking that ice. So you being the salesman that you are, or the real estate agent, or whatever it is that you do, you need to perfect that, because that's what's lacking and that's what you're going to provide. And when you're doing that, you notice you'll get to know a lot more people, and then you see them another time and you be like, hey, how'd that phone work out for you? Did they like the present or whatever? You'll be like, oh yeah, you the guy from the store, yeah, they liked it, it was good. And then you're like, oh, that's great, man. And I gotta go, but I'm happy that they're there. I gotta go sell this house. I gotta write this contract up. They might say, oh, really? What do you do? Maybe the second time you bring it up like that, or if you could find a slick way to do it. But sometimes it'll just come up. I mean, it's just constant being that outgoing person, speaking to people. That way they get to know you. When they find out, wherever in the timeline they find out, and however they find out that you do real estate, they'll be like, oh, wow. It doesn't feel like, hey, I'm a real estate agent. Hey, listen, I just want to talk to you because I want to tell you I'm a real estate agent, because if you're looking to buy or sell a home, or somebody's looking to buy or sell a home, I want you to send them my way. You don't want to be that person, right? Now, if you're door knocking, that's different, because you're specifically out there for that reason. But I'm talking about in life in general, you don't want to be like that. You want to just build rapport with people, friendly person. Hey, I know this guy. I spoke to him a couple of times in the store, over here, over there. Yeah, he's oh, he does real estate. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, hey. And you didn't push it upon them? Or they go on your Facebook page and they say, oh, you come up on the people you might know list, and they say, oh, look, that's the guy that I was talking to the other day. Oh, damn, he does real estate, or he does whatever. And they might be interested, or they might know somebody that's he's a really nice guy. You see, when it's sales, man, sales is such a person-to-person and personality industry. And people feel like, yeah, prospecting plays a big part, and you got to be able to sell and all of that too. But it also is person-to-person. You want to be trying to get to know as much people as possible. That way they get to know you on a human level. And most of the time when they do, not every time, okay, guys? Most of the time, they do choose the person that they connect with. I mean, yes, there's times that you have those people, or those analytical type of people, logical people that say, no, I'm going to choose the best person in this area to do this job for me. But most people are emotional. Most people purchase or choose a service on an emotional level, where they get a connection and they get a good feeling from, yeah, I like this guy, I trust him, I want to use him. Regardless if that person over there is doing real estate on a higher level or have been doing it longer, if for most of the population, if they get a connection with you and they feel that they know you and they trust you, they're going to go with you and not with that person. Now, there is a percentage of people that will choose that other person, do research, and they make their decisions that way. Yes, and you can still get those people by doing what you got to do and being successful. But if you can't in the beginning, obviously, if you're first starting, you're not going to have that track record, and you're not going to be able to grab those people probably, unless you maybe if you practice your scripts and you can really ace, you know, when you do get in contact with these people, and you could really come across very knowledgeable and very professional, that they think, oh man, this is somebody I think I should use, regardless they're newer in their track record. So you might want to practice that. But again, most of the people in a bigger population choose the person by an emotional connection, and they feel like, oh, I know this guy, I can trust him, or he's a good guy, and that's where you want to get. So if you're going to focus on any of the two people, the ones that do their decisions by analyzing and researching, or the people that just do it based off of their gut feeling and connection, go with the people that doing, if you're going to focus on one, focus on those, because there's more of those out there. That's how usually people buy. People choose as a service when they're going to purchase. So make sure that you're covering that in, because it's a larger amount. And how you do that is by social media, putting yourself out there, getting to know people, breaking the ice with people first, you talking, bringing up conversations with strangers, not always about real estate, just in general, making friends, going networking more, and doing videos. Videos will help out a lot. People see you, you put it on your social media page, your YouTube, all of that. People get to know you for whatever it is you're doing. If it's real estate, which I tend to gear more towards the real estate industry, because that's what I do. I'm a real estate agent. You want to keep putting yourself out there, and put your personality out there. Not, obviously if you have a, you want to have a good, friendly personality, but you want to make sure you come across that way, and you don't want to be fake. You want to be real, and you want to come across and let people get to know you, and they can say, hey, he's a good guy. Oh, I've seen this guy on Facebook, or I've seen this guy on YouTube. I get that all the time. I mean, I do. And it's wonderful when somebody says, hey, I seen you on Facebook or on a video on Facebook, and I was like, man, we got to call this guy. I want to use him as a real estate agent, or I want to get to know him. Or a friend of mine told me about you, and then I went to your Facebook page. They told me about your Facebook page, and I seen your videos, and I was like, yeah, this is the guy for us. I'm glad that they gave me the referral. This is real life stuff. This is what happens to me. So you want to, all that being said, you want to be able to break the ice with strangers and start conversations with people. I mean, if you're new at it, obviously start slow. You'll get better, you get better, you get better. Just choose maybe one person a day. Say, hey, I'm going to talk to one or one a week. Well, yeah, that's really slow. But I'm just saying, you build. And if you say, hey, one a day. Or one every 2 days, one every 2 days, one every 3 days, one every 3 days. And you make sure you break that ice with somebody. Eventually, even if you suck, even if you're whack, because I keep it real on my channel, you're going to get better eventually. Just keep practicing. If it takes you long as hell to get better at that, then you need to hurry up and keep being bad at it so you can eventually get good at it. But that's the only way, stepping out of your comfort zone. I'm always preaching that on my channel. You guys got to do that. All right, guys, I wish you luck. I wish you success. Well, before I end the video, hold up. I'm a local real estate agent in York, Lancaster, Harrisburg, Adams County, and Hanover area. If you know anybody looking to buy or sell real estate in those areas, please send them my way, and I would love to help them get them where they need to be, or help them sell that home that they're trying to sell. And if you don't want anybody moving to Pennsylvania, send them my way. And if they're not in my area, I can connect them with another real estate agent that's in the area they're looking, and for they can give them excellent customer service. All right, guys. So keep watching, subscribe, boom, click it. Come on, stop playing. You be crazy. I get content. I do workout videos, health tips, nutrition, workout tips, exercising. I do real estate advice to people looking to buy, sell, and also a main portion of my channel is directed towards newer real estate agents and just agents in general looking to learn some more things about the real estate, being a real estate agent, and be successful. And also any entrepreneurs or any salespeople out there can take benefit to these videos. So make sure you subscribe, like the video. That helps me out, guys. Keep supporting your boy. I'm gonna make more videos, got more content coming. It's gonna get better and better. So make sure you keep watching. All right, guys. I wish you, now I can finish the video, right? I always say this at the end of my videos. I wish you luck. I wish you success, and I wish you good health. Bye-bye, everybody.